Okay, I'm thinking that I'd prefer that you not get caught up in the technical aspects and focus more on the curating of content. So I'm going to do a quick walkthrough for Diigo. So if you go to diigo.com tools, you'll notice at the top, diigo.com tools, you have two options here. You can use the Diigo install for Chrome, which is what I'm recommending, or you can click and drag. You'll see here, you can click and drag this to your bookmarks bar, at which point you'll be able to click on it and then sign in to Diigo and add annotations. So we're going to use this example with Chrome here. So I'm clicking install, and it's what's called a web extension. And oh geez, I wish I could tell you a lot more, and I plan on telling you about a few more web extensions because they're a fantastic way to take advantage of information on the internet. So let's quickly add this Diigo web extension, and it's unpacking the extension, and here's the web collector, and you'll notice in the top right hand corner. So let me just click and drag that. I just want to put it in a place where we can see it here. So now that I have the extension there, what I can do is I can close this site, and for example I could say, well, maybe this particular page, this teaching newsletter, One Way to Fight Fake, maybe this is what I want to annotate. Or conversely, let me see if I could find another content guide out there. Maybe I could try this one from Robin Good that's quite good. So this particular page, if it was something that I wanted to both save as a bookmark and annotate, then I would go up here. Once I've entered the URL, of course, I would go up and I would click on the blue icon, and it's going to say save bookmark. So let me click save, and then I have an opportunity to add tags. So let me add NYIT. Let me try NYIT 120. Let's go with curation. Let's go with social bookmarking. And so these are the tags, and then it's a form of taxonomy. It's in a way we're creating a standard vocabulary. So we're applying, and I spelled this incorrectly here, we're applying terms, descriptors, subject headings to this particular site. So now what I'm going to do, I could click save, but what I can also do is I could say, well, I'm going to share with a group that I'm a member of. So I'm a member of a few groups here. Let's share it with information literacy. All right, so let me quickly save and share this. So done, saved. So now if I go to our Diigo group here, so let me go to the Diigo group of which we're a member. So let me click my groups and information literacy, and you'll notice, lo and behold, here it is: approaches, types, formats, content. So now I can of course change this. You know, we could edit the link, etc. in the site. So now if I wanted to annotate, what I would do is I would go back to the URL. Instead of, you know, edit bookmark, sure, we could edit the bookmark. And you know what, why don't we edit that? Because I'm not too crazy about the title here. Let's just go with content curation official guide. That looks good to me. And then we could have a description. You know, we could do the edit, and we could add a description here if we wanted. So let's go with the recommended outline share. I wonder if that's sufficient. Okay, I guess that's sufficient for now. So let's say that we wanted to annotate. Now there are two ways we can annotate. We can click up here and read and annotate, and then it'll take us to a read and annotate page where anything that we choose to highlight could be annotated. So let's go aggregating, mindful gathering of the most relevant information on a specific topic from diverse sources in one place. Well, that's an interesting definition of aggregating. Maybe we want to highlight it. So let me click here. I'm going to highlight it in yellow, and I've created a highlight. So let me go back, and I'm going to reload the page, and you'll notice, there you go. I've created an annotation, right? Very quickly. I can go back here, and let's just see if there's another section that we have. Synthesizing. Well, it's another definition. Let's go for it. So we're going to highlight synthesizing, and I'm going to go up and I'm going to click the color yellow, and then I've annotated that. And if I go back to the site and reload, then lo and behold, I have another annotation. So I see out here, we have Gregory has bookmarked the complete guide, how to mind map, and he has 6 annotations that he's included. So that's one way to generate a quick annotation. So you would visit the site that you were interested in annotating, and we did that. We visited the site, and then we clicked on the annotation icon here. Now, what I will say is if you look all the way over to the right, the extension has installed something now that we're loaded, and it's an annotation toolbar. So using this annotation toolbar, I can highlight in different colors, That's fine. And then I can also add a sticky note, saved as a bookmark. It's already saved, and I can show the annotations on this page. So these are the 2 annotations that we have on the page so far. So let me keep it at yellow, We're going to keep it at yellow here. And now I have this pen, and I can scroll down, and let's find a third one, because it looks as though Robin, and I'm familiar with Robin on the internet. He's a very interesting fellow, and it looks like he's divided it up into is it 8 or 12 sections on annotation. So Social Hub, moderated stream of social media posts from a variety of sources covering specific events, person, topic, or theme. So this is quite easy. I mean, we could just think of something like, I don't know, if you're into technology, we'll say there's a site called Daring Fireball that focuses on the vertical space that intersects with Apple products, So this is one version of a hub. I don't know how social Daring Fireball is per se, but in any case, we have Social Hub. What we've just added another highlight, So let me turn this off, the highlighter. We don't want the pen anymore. And let's go back to our content section, and I'm going to click reload. And guess what? You have these 3 annotations that I've added. Now, the format of the annotation, I don't know if we want to choose to take a look and edit this, but typically your annotations will be more, it'll be text with perhaps a paragraph break or a line break, but it'll be quite standard. Here we've annotated something where the markup was a little bit different. We have a different markup on the header, and we have some line breaks here because we have some quotes. But that's it. In a nut, that's it. So to recap, let's see if we can go back here. So you want to go to the Diigo tool set. Let's see if we could find the tools. And you want to install the extension. And once you have the extension installed, you will have this icon. Once you have this icon, visit a page of something, some form of content that you would like to annotate, and then you have 2 strategies. One is to click on the icon, save a bookmark, annotate the bookmark. The other strategy over here on the right is to use the annotation toolbar. Those are the 2. Now, don't forget, when you save, you want to share it with the group, So again, if I edit this bookmark, I've shared this to the group, information literacy, Information literacy. So that's great. It's shared information literacy. I could go back and I could look at my groups, and I'll just give you one quick example. So here is a group, Diigo in Education, and there are 382 sites that have been shared to this particular group since the last time that I visited, which granted it's been a little while, but if you look at the members here, I have view all, most active members. I don't know what we're looking at. They don't have a number cap, but I'm going to assume that there, well look, there, geez, I don't know if this is true. There appear to be 56,000 members in this group, which is just bewildering. But then if you look here at the tags that they're using, let's go view all, Alpha tags, so this is an alphabetical listing, frequency, let's do frequency item. So this is a form of social taxonomy. So if you think about libraries providing subjects for particular items within their collections, in a very similar manner, we're doing that, but we're doing it using social terms, right? So there was a time in history when certain library catalogs, believe it or not, around the country did a very, very good job at describing aspects of the collection that were, say, unique to their local communities. Well, what social bookmarking can do is it can describe topic spaces in ways that are unique to the different verticals that we deal with, right? So therein lies the power of social taxonomy. And if you think about social taxonomy, you can reflect on how it's different from a standard vocabulary. So we can use a variety of ways to describe something. So I shared something on Twitter and on Instagram, and I don't know if you picked up on that, but I used the tags mind mapping, mind maps, mind map. I could have used context map. So there are a variety of hashtags, let's say, that I could have used to describe the space. So this is a really quick walkthrough. Let's go back to our particular group here, information literacy. So my hope is that, Greg's gotten a start here, but my hope is that everyone can follow these instructions and add a few links, add to our collection. And essentially what you're doing is you're performing the act of a librarian cataloger. You are cataloging the internet. And I think it's perfect, a great activity to get involved with. All right, so good luck with that. If you have questions, feel free to ask, and we shall talk soon.